People talk a lot about the millennials and are trying to figure out the impact of the millennials on retail sales going forward. And the first thing we should recognize is we really don't know what the millennials are going to do because they haven't lived into their 30s, 40s, and 50s yet. And until you've actually seen the tape, you don't know what they're going to do. But that says that there are some things that are worth mentioning in terms of thinking about what they might do. The first is that people born during the Great Depression had very different spending patterns from either the generation that preceded them or the generation that succeeded them. They spent less money over their entire lives, almost doubtless because they were traumatized by the Great Depression. Millennials grew up during the Great Recession. The Great Recession was about half as bad as the Great Depression by a number of measures. And so the question is, did that create a kind of trauma that is going to stick with millennials for the rest of their lives? We're seeing some evidence of this trauma already. Millennials are much less likely to use a credit card than people of previous generations at their same age. And in fact, this creates a problem because they're not building credit histories to build strong FICO scores. So the early evidence is that they're more frugal than their profligate parents, and this of course has implications for the retail business. It means it's going to be harder to get people to shop and buy stuff. The second thing is, it may seem obvious to anybody who's paying attention, but women are becoming more and more important decision makers in households. Only 5% of households are headed by a married couple with children where the man works and the woman doesn't. That's 95% of households now are not traditional households. I hear senior executives from retailing companies always talking about the housewife or what my wife likes to do when she shops, when those people are not representative of spenders in general anymore. So an important lesson for retailers going forward is you have to get men to come into your stores. You've got to get men to buy stuff. Because in the years to come, it's going to be men who have the time to go shopping. Women are going to be too busy actually being breadwinners to spend as much time in stores as they used to.